right, I'm back and I'm ready to start on page, well, I think it is on page 15, which is the flip page, and it tells you by starting with opening the flip. This is one of the pages out of the book. It is the one, the black page with the numbers, obviously, and you score it on the 2.5 on the right side. So we're going to start with it open, and it says to take your Dragonfly, put your foam dots on it. So I've done all of that for you prior to bringing you on live, and I'm going to move right along. I found that I'm missing some pieces, and I will move right along with the video and come back when I find the pieces, because when you're putting it in a bag, you sometimes have a tendency to put it in the wrong bag, which I've done, and that's quite all right to come back and show you where I found them. So the whole story and the Dragonfly go right here on this flap. Very nice. Then this was a piece that I found previously in one of the pages, and I thought, well, I don't know where that goes, but I eventually will find where it goes. And this is the page that it belongs in, and I had stuck it in the Lost and Found. And I'm hoping that I am missing a 4x6 that from the previous page, and I'm hoping that it will turn up. It hasn't yet, but I'm hoping it will. And I do have some missing pieces coming up, but we're going to move right along. We're going to get this book done this weekend. There's that. Now, it requires us to put a 4x6, excuse me, a 3 1/4 by 4 down on the crease of this, so that when you close it, it shows out from the edge. This is a little against my grain, but I'm going to do it. So I'm going to put that down, but before I put that down, a little flower comes under the edge right there between the two holes. And I'm going to put just some adhesive down to hold that in place right here. Then I'm going to put adhesive down on my 3x4 against the grain, right against that piece. And then up at the top right here, I need a a binder clip. Now this binder clip, the picture example says that it's supposed to be copper. Well, I didn't have a copper one left, but I had a black one left, which means or a silver, which means I put the wrong color on one. Quite all right, we're moving right along. Now this noteworthy goes at the bottom of our picture. It's one of those that will pop out, and you know I don't want them to pop out. So I'm going to make the adhesive go all the way across to hold it in place. Again, I'll pull my Post-it note that I cut before, and I'll cut a little more. And place it on here like this, so that it'll stay together. Now, and I did that, I didn't just put that down because it's going over my picture. I don't want it to be where my picture will not stay. So I'm putting just adhesive down on the bottom of it to keep it in place until my picture is down, and then I'll put my picture, some adhesive on my picture. Now that's everything that goes there other than black pop dots or black enamel dots. And I'm going to put my enamel dots right here. You barely see them right here. Oops. And right here. And there's supposed to be a third one, but at this moment I don't see my third one. Oh, is that it right there? Well, no, that is out of the inside of my binder clip that went right there. So when I find my binder clip, I'll put it, my enamel dot, I'll put it right there. If I don't find my enamel dot, I'll use one of these and use a Sharpie to paint it black. Now I'm going to turn that over. Now, it says on the next page, it says to put these on the top of it like this. And it also says that they're supposed to be silver. Well, these are not silver, but guess what? They're going to work anyway. I'm going to put liquid adhesive because I want them to be stronger. Put my liquid adhesive on. Oops. You notice what I almost did? I almost took it to the edge. Don't want it to go to the edge because they don't go all the way to the edge. See? They slip over there. They come about an inch from the top. And I'm going to hold them down while they get secured in place. Put a little bit more on this one. Love my art glitter glue, y'all. There's other clear glitters out on the market that are just as good. And I recommend that you get used to using them. And I recommend that you do put them in a smaller container that you can travel. And got glue in the end of that. I can't even see where my little hole is. There we go. Cover that up, put that there. Now that goes there. They don't suggest any magnets, but me, I like my things to stick. So I might recommend a flat magnet under something in here to keep that flap closed. Now, we're going to flip this page. This page is also decorated. And this is one of the pages that I don't have anything, that don't have the page where I collected everything that goes in on the back side of this page. It's a black and white. The pieces that go with this are a black and white that cover this. Smile, the word smile. There's a butterfly flying off and botanical flowers in there. Don't know where that package is. I'm thinking they will turn up. I was packaging this kit at the crop on Saturday before I left on Sunday. I had a little help, and I'm thinking that it's probably still sitting on the table where I cut everything out. So I'm going to go ahead and place this in the book, knowing that the back side of this will still need to be completed when I get back to the shop, or it may turn up in one of the pages here. So that would be page number 16. So I'm going to move on to page number 17 because I've got page number 17 right here. 17 and 18. And 17 and 18 is going to move pretty fast because it is, look at all of this. Look at all of this that goes in 17 and 18. 17 and 18 will move pretty fast because it is a 3x4 protective sleeve. And everything, hopefully, will be in the bag. I'm just going to slide everything to the side. It'll be a Where's Waldo kind of thing when we try to find. So we have 2 3x4s and a 4x6. So I can only imagine that in the 4x6 that this goes, my fat fingers won't even open. I'm going to imagine that that just goes in there like that. Just going to say, and I think this goes in here like this. I think that does, fits right there. Then on this one, I'm going to bring it back out because we're going to do some decorating on this piece right here. So this 4x6, we're going to bring in my Distress ink. You notice I used Tim Holtz Distress ink, Black Soot. Sometimes I use my little ones, and they're carried in a little tin that I can carry 10 at a time, 12 at a time. But because I was only bringing one, I just brought my big one, my Tim Holtz Black Soot. You can get that in Distress Ink, or you can get it in the oxides. A lot of people prefer the oxides. Not a thing wrong with the oxides. So this is the piece that they suggest goes along the bottom edge of this. I like to make sure there's no white edges showing. Now the sun is coming up across the docks, or the walkways to the beach. There's a few more people on the beach. Everybody has these little like kite things that hang on their piers. Their decks, and they're blowing in the wind this morning. We have had only one storm so far since we've been here, and that was at 9 o'clock at night, and it was absolutely beautiful down at the bridge, which is about a mile below the pier, which is about a mile below us. There was fireworks going off, and then the storm came all the way around us on the ocean, lightning and thunder, and then the rain. About 10 o'clock at night. It was very nice. We love thunder and lightning and storms at night at the beach. Not during the day. It's supposed to be in the high 90s today on the beach. All the kids are downstairs getting lathered up, ready for breakfast. Goody is preparing breakfast for all the kids. That goes on there, and this goes on here. He's fixing tater tot casserole, which is from Cracker Barrels, their favorite. We have that at the beach every year. Don't think I'll use that. I think I will use what my friend Judy lent to me. How do you lend ribbon? When you use it, you can't give it back, can you? Well, she gave me ribbon to use on my book, and it is the Basil ribbon, which I absolutely love. Wish I had this in the shop. I'm going to see if I can't find some. I did look to find it on the distributors, and nobody had it. So now I'm going to look and find if any stores have it. And I'll just buy it retail from a retail store and then offer it to my croppers. That's the advantage of having a store and croppers that come in. If I have croppers that come in and need things like this, I have it for them. So this is supposed to go up under here, and because my adhesive is forgiving for a little bit, tore that, but not an issue. I'm looking to see where that goes. I like it off at an angle, kind of wonky. The flower looks like a chrysanthemum. The botanicals. This is the first line that I have seen Simple Stories do that they did so much with it. It is the best collection for me because I love vintage. And it goes with anything. You can use this with your grandparents, or you could use it with you out. Camping. It's just a great collection. That's that. Everything. I got that up under there. Got a little bit of that. Now, it's not going to be like I like it, because you know what I did? I just popped that up, and I don't like to pop up under there. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in a minute. Now, they're going to tell me to, I just dropped something on the floor. We'll find that in a minute. They're going to tell me to pop these items up, and I'm not going to do it yet. There's that. They're going to tell me to pop it up. There is the hello, and they're going to tell me to pop it up, and I'll do it outside. Now I'm going to slide this in. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do because it's what I do when, look at that. I love that to stick out. Now, they're wanting this popped up, and I'm going to put 2 pop-up dots. Again, if I had had my kids' craft foam with me, I would have used craft foam on the back side of these and just fussy cutted them out. Now, put that right there like that. Now, bring this over, turn it over, and you've seen me do this many times so far. I wish these were solid so they didn't come apart, but they do come apart. I'll put that across there like that, and come in here and fussy cut this out so that it doesn't come apart. Oh, the sun's coming in the window, y'all. It is bright right up over my head. I hope it's not causing a glare. Okay, that's that. Now, come in here and add some here. Do you think I'm gonna run out of pop dots? Never, never. I will have a lot of pop dots with me because I'm gonna carry my little bag of pop dots. I have a friend, Amy Ralph, in Wilmington. And many years ago, Amy and I were cropping together in Waxhaw. And Amy gave me a little bag. And I have kept that little bag. Let me show you. The best wines are the ones we drink with friends. Love it. And I have kept in this little bag pop dots. See, it's full of pop dots, dimensionals, from my friend Amy. So put that little bee back up on the outside of this. How's that? Better. Better than being on the inside. It gives it a nice 3D effect. Now, this one has on the outside of this one, and I'm not even looking to see what they're telling me. They're probably telling me to do some flipping. And I'm going to read that right quick. Place the hello foam stickers from the bottom. Place the friend stickers. So what they're doing with this is they're just placing this in here like this. Then we're looking for the hello friend. Put everything over here. That's not a throwaway. We're going to put this hello right here. Now I'm looking for friend. That goes there. Put that up there so I don't lose that. Put that on the top of that. I'm looking for a friend. I really like these stickers. Y'all, I sell so many of these stickers to people, not just the ones with this collection. I have a lot of people that buy these stickers to use on cards and to use on scrapbook pages. They're just not using them for this collection. So that goes there. And in addition to those, look at this. These are awesome. You get all kinds of shapes and things with these foam stickers. You get two 6x12 sheets full of these stickers that are foam. Look at that. They're 1/16 of an inch thick. Now on this side, all they did was add, and I'm going to do a little zhuzhing around the edge, just a little bit, not much, because black soot can overwhelm you with the darkness if you let it. So that is that page. Now we flip it over. Now you see, will you quit rolling? I've got dark here. I've got more of that page. Now that is all that goes on that page. Now what they did here was put a black dot, and I didn't put a black dot. And we'll flip it over and see what they've done on the back side of this one. Now on the back side of this one, they've got bingo here, just like that. They brought in the 8 by 3.5, maybe. It's 3 by 8 fold it in half, score it in half, and it's going to slip in there and make a flip-up page like this. So I'm going to sit that in there, just like this. But wait a minute, we almost forgot. We need to do a little inking around the edges of both the inside and the outside, because you do see that, even in the center. Y'all haven't read the instructions, so if you buy this album and you're doing this album, you may do things that I don't see. I love to have instructions because they do help guide you, but you can always make it your own, as they say. And that's pretty much what I'm doing here. Now, put this in here like this, slide it in like that. Oops, let's do it the other way, like this, so that the one side of mine is just slightly longer than the other side, and I'll show you why. Because I like for my flap to overcome like that. Now, there we go. Let's put it back in. And don't you do that, don't you do that, don't you do that. There we go. Now, there we go. Slide it in. Now, there we are. Now we've got a butterfly that hasn't been inked, so I'll give it just a little bit of a shadow. And pop dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Needs a little bit right through there. Pulling in my leftovers sitting over here on my side. Oh, look, you need to clean that off, don't I? I always have a lot of stuff sitting around. I usually clean up my table between pages, but when I'm sitting here doing multiple pages, I'll have a lot of a mess. And if I'm sitting in my crop room, the girls around me just are amazed at how much mess I have on my table. So my butterfly is flying off like this. We're trying to keep his wings on the page like that. Let me come over here and get this off there. You notice I left my pop dot on there. Now here we had a word, and it's right here. Beauty. But beauty is supposed to be inside a book plate. Don't see a book plate on my table. Let's see if I can find one in here. I don't see a beauty. I don't see a book plate that shape. So, not a problem. It means it's fallen out somewhere. I'm going to put beauty down, but I'm not going to put it with the liquid glue because that is very permanent. I'm going to put it down with the tape runner so that when I find my book plate, which will turn up, I'll be able to put it right there. Making it. I'm going to grab this. What I'm doing now is just inking the outside of what goes in this pocket. And I'm going to stick it in here. Now they've put a heart right here. And it's supposed to be a foam heart, a black foam heart. Let me pull it in my, if I've got any more. There is no more in there. No more. Oh, there's one. Let's pull that one out. I think I see one laying right there. I can use this one. Now, find my cut these in half. Put that there. Put one right there. Already had one on there, didn't I? Grab one off my scissors that's already there. I've got a pile of Pop Dot covers over here that I'm going to need to throw in the trash. Put that Pop Dot there. And I'm going to put him on the outside because I don't like putting them on the inside. I'm going to put that heart right up there. I'm going to save that heart for later. There's that Pop Dot. Look at that, upside down. I did that, but guess what? It doesn't matter because it calls for a piece to go in the inside of this that I do not have. Yes, it does. It calls for a 6x4 black paper with typewriters on the back. And as you can see, I do not have a black piece with typewriters on the back. Let me pull my leftovers out of the bag. None in that bag. And pull my leftovers over from here. Here is typewriters. 4x6 typewriters on the back. Let's see if this one will work. It says place a black, you select the 6x4 black paper with typewriters on the back. Using foam adhesive at the top, place the layered vintage papers, die cut ephemera, slightly askew, whatever that means. We're not going to pay any attention to it. So, Connie, we're not going to pay any attention to what that says. We're going to place this in here, just like that. But before we do that, we have to put, see, I don't know where these pieces are going. All right, so what we're going to do is place this, and it says to place it askew, and you know askew means wonky. I like the word wonky better. My friend Kim Maples from West Virginia uses that term, and we've just adapted that term. All of us that know Miss Kim use that term, wonky, instead of askew. So we're pulling in the black again, and it says to, using foam, place the layered vintage paper die cut askew. Place foam at the top. Place a single white black flower. I know what it wants me to do. I think I can make this work. So if I take this and place it in there like that, I'll have to fix it where it's straight and place this askew with foam at the top, because they want foam. Why would you want foam at the top if it's inside? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense, y'all. It does not make sense. You don't. Why would you want foam on top of it if it's inside a pocket? Okay. My happy place. My happy place goes right here. This flower is going to go right here, but I have to ink it a little bit. Like this. And you are my, put it there, get all of that out of the way. You are my, right there. Gosh, I love these stickers, y'all. I can't tell you how much I love these stickers. Can't tell you how much I love this. I did it. I cut it because it told me to. There we go. There we go. I don't know why, but we did it. Now, where's my flower? I'm going to give my flower a little adhesive. Don't know why we're doing this, but we're doing it. I think I would have done this page on this side a little bit different. Okay, now that goes in the book. That's pretty. This is pretty. This is a pretty page. I love it when they use these inserts. Look at that. Now that one needs a little page in it, but that's that. That was page number 17 and 18. Now, oh, there's that piece I said it needed. Now you see, look at all these extra pieces. I don't know where they went. They probably go in another page. So I'm going to slide them like this over here on the side. So when I'm doing another page, I'll wonder where those missing pieces are. So that's what I've got, some missing bits and pieces. I'm going to pull all of this trash off my table. Slid the missing bits and pieces to the side. Whoops, definitely need to put those away and throw that in the trash. The next pages I'm going to do are 19 and 20. Let's see if they're the next. Oh, nope, that's 17 and 18. We're through with that one. Let's pull in. 19 and 20 ought to be easy enough to do because 19 and 20 are pages out of the book. Front and back. Let's do that. There's a lot of little bits and pieces. Let me pull those out onto the table. You never know, we might find something we were missing on another sheet. All right, let's slide all of my bits and pieces to the side. My pages. Love, love, love this paper. Love this line. Look at this. There's 4x6. It's the warm white. There's a silver binder clip. Well, let's see what we're going to do there. We're going to do the graph paper this way with the wordage there. We're going to do a 4x6 1/4 of the gray color vibe. Don't see any gray color vibe out here, do y'all? I don't. A gray color vibe I had in my extra pieces. If I knew where I put those extra pieces. Gray color vibe. All right, let's see what's in our stash. I had gray color vibe. Nope. Okay. I know that I have gray color vibe extra. What I'm going to do is stop the video, come back for page 18 and 19. There we go. Look, there's the gray color vibe. So it wants me to put the gray color vibe down, and the gray color vibe is supposed to be 4.5 by 6.5. I swore that I was not going to measure anything, but I do have that is 4.5. So we're going to put the 4.5 by 6.5 down, dot side up. Follow instructions, Connie. Up on the center of this paper, place a 4x6 photo, which is this. I always use a cardstock to say where my photo goes. You can always leave the white down, or you can replace it with a picture. I kind of like to leave it down, so that would go on top of that, like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put that down while we're here, because I did find my gray color vibe. Put this down, make sure it stays. Y'all are saying, what in the world are you doing inside when it's so beautiful outside? Well, I'm waiting on breakfast. Breakfast is downstairs being cooked. Goody cooks breakfast. Yesterday it was Hawaiian rice. Good golly, this morning there ain't no telling what all he's cooking. I smell country ham. Country ham is my favorite. So there is that on top of there. Now they put on top of this one of these that says choose in the middle of it. I do not see choose. There is choose. And what they've done is added choose to a book plate. I don't know if I like that or not, but not my choice. It's their choice. So the choose goes on the book plate. I'll leave that right there for just a minute because I'm not really sure I like that. Then the adventure goes askew up the side of this. Oh, I do like that. I'll put it up the side of the page, not trying to be straight. There is a heart. We're going to put a little bit of adhesive on that heart like this. Got to cut the extras off. Sometimes I forget y'all are with me. I get on a roll and forget there's anybody even on here with me. I'm sitting here looking out the window at the house next door waiting for them to come across. We've got 3 houses in a row. There is about 45 of us that are actually staying here. We've got family in the area. We've got a nephew and his wife and little boy, and his dad, who is one of the brothers, one of the Goodrum brothers, and they live in the area, and a sister and her 3 children that live in the area. So we're not necessarily all in the house, but there is 41 of us in the house. In the houses, there is 3 houses, and they're full of Goodrums. Each house has 5 bedrooms, and each bedroom is full. All the bedrooms are full of Goodrums. We've been doing this since 1981. Needless to say, the families are growing. Definitely growing. And one time or another, we're going to have to, we're probably going to have to start finding a bigger house for our group, because our grandchildren are getting to the age where they're too big to sleep on the floor or in a cot or whatever. So we're thinking that eventually they'll have to have a bedroom of their own. And what happens when the grandchildren have children? That's the point we are now, is the children are having children. So that is that page. Now that is page 19. Now I flip page 19. We're going to flip page 19, and I'm going to tell you about these instructions. When you flip a page, you see they're flipping it from the book. So you're seeing the back side of other pages, and it gets rather confusing. It would have been better if you were only seeing that page and not what's behind it in the book. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this, that it's a little bit crazy when you're trying to see what's on your page and trying to determine what's not behind it, or what is behind it. I think this might be a little bit too long. Looks like it's too long. We'll see. It's 4.5 by 7. That's an odd size. That's why that feels different. So it is the warm white, maybe? It's the cream color. So I'm putting this right here. I'm going to slide it to the edge of this and line it up with the words. And there it is. Good enough. Then I'm going to take this piece, which is a multi-print layered Polaroid. It's got a Polaroid with a heart and lots of layers. And I'm going to put it down. It doesn't have any pop dots or anything on it. We're going to layer some other things on top of it. So it goes right about here. I mean, there's measurements. It's telling me how far to put it from the top and the bottom, but I'm not a measure girl. Okay, now this goes on it, and it does get pop dotted, I'm sure. Put it here. Put it here, and do I have pop dots up on my... Yeah, I do. I need to clean my scissors with Undo, and even though they're Teflon, I do clean them occasionally. There's me a pop dot there. That's all I need up there on the top. And take these off, fling them. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I see a pin laying there on my table. That's not good. There's that one. It's too big. It's too big. It's not the one that's supposed to be there, but it will work. Coming down here, you've got a little butterfly. Your butterfly. I'm going to pop that butterfly because I can. It's mine. I want to. I want to, Granny. Put that little butterfly on and off the page. Look at this. Look at this. Happy day. Nice and thick. Oh, happy day. And I'm going to put the happy up over that butterfly like that. Pull that day off and put it over the scroll of that Y like that. Then this says a little something awesome, and that goes at the very bottom. A little something awesome at the bottom of the page. Are there any black enamel dots? No, but there is a heart that's already there. But you know what would be cool? I have this heart. Would that be cool popped up on top? Nope, it's not the same shape. Okay, so this is page 19 and 20. Pulling my book back in, y'all. Pulling the book back in, making sure my ink is covered, because that's dangerous. The ink is covered. Put this back in. Now, let's do a little something, because we've not done this in a while. My book is getting full. This is the cover. Roughed the edges with my scissors there. This is my binder, my ribbon that Judy gave me, and I will do some little trinkets that hang off from it when I find them. Amazon's wonderful for that. This is my first page. Got a few pocket things inside of it. Got a few things in it. This is, got a glare. I know you've got a glare. This is page 1 and page 2. Page 3 with a flip. And page 4. Page 5. And page 6. Page 7. Page 8. Page 9. Page 10. Page 11. Page 12. Page 13, and I added a little fake place for my picture. Page 13, page 14, love the flip out. I would come on top of this with some black paint or black ink. A little flip. And that is page 20. Now we're getting ready to come back and do 21 and 22. We're moving right along with our book that has 36 pages in it. This is a simple stories, simple vintage Becky Adams binder. Love this book, y'all. It is a beautiful book. Thanks for joining me. I will be back.